This man has severe obsessive-compulsive disorder and a strong sense of cleanliness. His cabinets are filled with identical bars of soap. Every time he washes his hands, he not only uses scalding hot water, but also rinses the soap twice before discarding it. No matter what he touches, he wears gloves, and then throws the gloves away when he gets home. He even repeats opening doors and lights 5 times to feel at ease. When walking on the street, he makes sure never to step on the cracks between the bricks, and no one is allowed to touch him. When eating out, he only goes to one specific restaurant, sits in the same seat, and only allows the same waiter to serve him. Every time he eats, he prepares disposable plastic utensils. The man is also a writer, and these habits have kept him single until now. Until one day a dog changed everything for him. That day when the man came home, he saw his neighbor looking for someone to help take care of his dog, but was continuously turned down. The man laughed at the disappointed neighbor, and then the neighbor directly shoved the dog into Edward's house, refusing to accept his refusal. Seeing the neighbor's angry expression, Edward helplessly accepted and had no choice but to go home, even forgetting to lock the door 5 times. Back at home, Edward looked at the dog. He thought the dog was dirty and didn't dare get close to it, but in the end he still gave the dog a lot of meat. Fortunately, the dog was very well behaved and didn't move around. Bored, Edward began playing the piano, and unexpectedly this caused the dog to lower its guard and quietly come over to eat. When Edward ate for the second time, because the dog couldn't enter the restaurant, he changed his eating spot for the first time. It wasn't until he saw the dog getting along well with the children that he felt relieved, and even saved a lot of meat for the dog. When he returned home, he was surprised to see the dog had learned not to step on the lines on the ground while walking. Edward happily put on gloves and picked up the dog, telling it not to learn from him, but seeing the dog's behavior, he still felt very happy inside. After the neighbor came back, Edward felt very uneasy. When he learned that the neighbor was going to take the dog back, Edward felt a sense of loss and even shed tears. The dog seemed to feel his sadness but still left him. Edward felt an emptiness inside and sat quietly in front of the piano contemplating.